never forget it. I don't ever want to forget it.
While lawmakers in Missouri discuss an abortion bill, one woman shares her personal story of why she got an abortion.
Temperatures today are forecast to be near 90 again in St. Louis. I'm also tracking some rain for the weekend.
And the headache is over. Drivers going between Missouri and Illinois have a good reason to celebrate this morning.
You're watching Today in St. Louis.
Good morning. TGIF.
Yeah.
TGIF. I'm Kelly Jackson.
I'm Chester Lampkin. Yes, happy Friday, everyone.
Yes.
So, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
Well, I was
going to
say,
first.
you were talking about the bridge celebration, so there must be some good news about the JV Bridge.
There is good news. If you stand by, we'll let you know.
Okay, all right. I'm interested to hear about that.
But I think people will be pleased.
Yes.
I mean, the work is not over. But
No.
people will be pleased.
A lot of positive news coming out of that.
Yes.
That's great news. And we also have another hot day, so if you love summer weather,
Then today's for
your
you.
day. But
And if you don't,
you just wait a few days.
Yes.
It'll get cooler. That's how it is in May in St. Louis. The good news is it's not too humid today in STL.
oh, so a dry heat.
Yeah, a bit of a dry heat. The dew point, or something, one of the ways we measure temperatures, rather humidity, is down into the 50s, and that's a little bit more comfortable than what we saw yesterday, especially during the morning hours. So we're starting off here dry and rain-free, of course. Very warm. It is 69 degrees right now. Our average or normal high is 77. So we're not that far from a dew point down into the 50s. 70 in Salem, Illinois, 72 in Farmington. It's currently 68 in Chesterfield and 64 in Alton. A lot of cloud cover out there, mostly mid and high level clouds, what we call convective debris or cloudiness from thunderstorms off to the north. They're not going to get here today. We stay dry. 75 at 9 o'clock and 80s for the afternoon hours. Will probably end up again near 90 degrees. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to tell you about those weekend thunderstorm chances, Kelly. Back to you.
All right, Chester. Today's the last day of the legislative session for lawmakers in Missouri. Of course, there could be another vote on the so-called heartbeat bill. There could also be changes to the low-income housing tax credit and debate on a bill that creates an emergency bridge repair and replacement fund. The biggest issue we're talking about, that abortion bill. The House is expected to vote on it. The Senate passed it yesterday. It bans abortions after 8 weeks. There is one exception in case of medical emergencies. No exception, though, for rape and incest. The House has until 6 tonight to pass or reject it. The governor has said he will sign it. A St. Louis woman is sharing her opinion on the abortion conversation after having one of her own. Morgan Young spoke with her about what she says was the toughest decision of her life.
It only takes a quick search to find Brianna Arb's accomplishments, headlines and bylines, article after article.
It's really a dream.
A marketing maven, the 2016 commencement speaker at the Missouri School of Journalism, and a proud St. Louis native.
Please go Blues.
But she's also a champion for women being able to make a choice, one that she made not too long ago.
March 7th, 2017 was the longest day of my life.
Less than a year after moving to New York City to pursue her dreams, Arps was between jobs and found out she was pregnant.
I'm unemployed, and there's no way that I can care for myself and care for another being.
She says aborting her child was the hardest decision she's ever made.
I'll never forget it. I don't ever want to forget it.
She was at 6 weeks.
I didn't even know. I just took a pregnancy test off of a whim.
Do you think 2 weeks would have made a big difference with that?
I don't. I don't think that I still would have known.
She thinks 8 weeks isn't enough time.
That's such a small window of time compared to carrying a child to full term.
While Arbs' pregnancy resulted from consensual sex, her worry is for others.
My heart feels for those who are victims of sexual assault.
She's a sexual assault survivor herself. She says it's unimaginable.
I just can't even imagine being told that I can't speak up for myself.
A fear she has for women who soon may not have the freedom to choose. Morgan Young, 5 on your side.
There will be a wake today for a 14-year-old killed by a stray bullet in Venice, Illinois. Jalen McKenzie died while he was leaving a prom party about 2 weeks ago. He was 14 years old and already nationally recognized for his football skills. The wake's from 5 to 8 at Greater St. Mark Church of God in Christ. That's in East St. Louis. Services are tomorrow at noon at Scottish Rite Masonic Bodies in Belleville. All right, so what we've been meaning to tell you guys, good news for drivers going between Illinois and Missouri this morning. In about an hour, The westbound Jefferson Barracks Bridge will reopen. It opens at 5 a.m. MoDOT found some cracks on the bridge over the weekend, and it's been closed ever since. MoDOT says the cracks aren't growing, though, and the bridge is safe to reopen. However, they don't know how long it will take to fix them, so there will be some lane restrictions in the meantime. Another bridge issue causing a major detour in Kirkwood. The Clay Avenue overpass bridge is closed until it can be inspected. The city of Kirkwood says the closure comes after finding signs of stress on the bridge. Right, here's a live look at the Enterprise Center. The Blues take on the Sharks in Game 4 tonight. It starts at 7. The series is 2-1, Sharks in the lead. We also know the Boston Bruins are going to be the Stanley Cup playoffs, so whoever wins this series will play them. But many Blues fans are still talking about Game 3 after a blown call, well, actually a no call. It really cost the Blues a playoff game. Some are suggesting the refs might need glasses or worse. Casey Nolan shows how some St. Louisans are trying to turn their frustration into something positive.
Every Blues fan could see it. The Sharks' game-winning goal just didn't pass the eye test.
I think the Blues are arguing that this was a hand pass.
Even casual fans know you can't pass the puck with your hands, but all of the referees seem to look the other way.
And there's Meyer with his right hand. Should have been a whistle.
Handing San Jose a critical win in the Western Conference Finals.
I'm guessing you were upset last night.
A little bit.
But while a lot of St. Louis sports fans cursed the refs and recalled the dawn of blown calls,
I woke up this morning still like a little frustrated.
John Randall of Chesterfield decided to fight injustice with selflessness and humor.
I just kind of downloaded GoFundMe, and it was about a 30-second process.
Combining two St. Louis pastimes, sports and charity, he set up a GoFundMe in the name of NHL ref Mark Jeanette.
Transition that anger into passion for a good cause.
With all of the money going to the St. Louis Society for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
I had to look twice. Like, is this real?
No pun intended.
We probably make way too many "the refs are blind" jokes.
That's right.
But in this case, you're okay with it, it sounds like.
We are okay with it in this case.
The GoFundMe goal is $7,000.
We help people maintain their independence and maintain a great quality of life.
And the Society says that can mean a lot for their mission.
We are a great giving community who have really turned something that was really icky last night and kind of a bummer into something really positive today.
And maybe help Blues fans see the bigger picture.
Yeah, I think we're getting two things done here, so it's bigger than hockey.
And in U.S. women's soccer, Team USA took on New Zealand. Chester's old stomping grounds at Busch Stadium. Yes, you heard right. More than 30,000 people were at the stadium for the game. Team USA ended up winning 5-0. Still ahead on Tisl, an investigation after a Missouri soldier is killed in a training incident in Louisiana. Plus, if you are up for a road trip, you can try out this new bridge in Tennessee. Oh boy, but it will take a brave soul to get up there.